Hello and welcome to the Year 9 Science Experiment. Today we are... Oh, hang on, I gotta get my microphone.
Welcome to the Year 9 Science Experiment. Today we will be discussing the question of, does writing things down make you remember certain things better? And we'll be testing Ruben Ryan, Annie Madden Ryan, Jonah Daniels, and maybe some of the boys at school. Here's the idea. We show them 4 categories, each with 5 items in them. We show the flashcards, and each flashcard goes for 5 seconds, and you show it to them. They have a chance to write it down for 5 seconds, and then the next one is shown, and so on, and they can write it down, and that goes for 25 seconds. The next test will be even simpler. This time, we don't even have to get them to write anything down. This time, all they have to do is memorize it for 5 seconds, and then move on to the next one. Surely this is the right way. This is Ruben Ryan. He is 22 years old, and he has lived for 22 years. In this part I'm pretty much just explaining the rules of the test to Ruben because he has a pretty small brain. Some of them, by the way, some of the shapes are 3D, but that's fine. It's not going to be like a dodecahedron prison or whatever. Prism.
I lost the pen.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Start the timer in 3, 2, 1.
I'll do it.
Write it down. And the next one. The next one. The next one. The next one. I've now taken the thing off Ruben. Okay, dismiss.
Circle. Does that have to be in order?
No.
Pentagon. Square prism.
Otherwise known as a cube.
Triangle.
Yep.
And a cylinder. Rectangle. Pyramid. Sphere. Square. Up arrow.
After that the recording stopped, but that's alright. Now that you get the picture of what the method's like, we can look at all the results and compare test 1 to test 2. Let me just explain this results table to you. The subject's answer will be in green, the correct answer in that bluish sort of colour. You got test 1, you got test 2, and if they don't have anything next to them, that means he got it right. But if they have a cross next to them, that'll mean he got it wrong, and that'll show what answer he gave instead of the correct answer. The answer on the right is not the correct answer, that's the subject's answer. In the numbers table, he got 3 wrong in the writing down test, and only 1 wrong in the no writing down test. And same with words, he got 1 of the words wrong in the writing test and no words wrong in the second one. So that's interesting. And why is that TV so loud? Whoa, this is not what I expected. In Annie's test, she got 2 wrong in the numbers section She said 84 when she was meant to say 82, and 98 for 95. Those are the only two answers she got wrong in the whole tests, both tests. So once again, the majority of wrong answers is when they're writing it down. This is contradictory to what my hypothesis was, so I guess it's sort of proven it wrong, but the test subjects gave me sort of explanations as to why this might have happened after the tests. Annie said it was sometimes harder because she had to focus on writing the word down and not remembering it. And Ruben said that he had this strategy on the second one to remember things, which was associate particular objects with the word or the number or the symbol that he was trying to remember at that certain 5 seconds. If he had the word cool, he might have looked at these sunglasses and gone, sunglasses are cool, and that's how I'm going to remember it. Ruben wouldn't have been able to do that strategy on the first test because he was focusing on writing it down and looking at the piece of paper. But now let's move on to our last subject, which is Ethan Halbesma. Alright, here is a pen. What are you doing?
In my swamp.
Get out! Why are you in here? I said you can't be in here.
Hello.
I gotta get a different test subject now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shut up!
What are you gonna do about it? What are you actually gonna do about it?
Thank you very much. You're very welcome, mate. Ethan got 2 things wrong in the whole test, but those 2 things were only in the first test. That's a fat rip to my hypothesis. He said bats. It's kind of right, it's kind of not right.
Are you really going to say fat rip to my hypothesis? What?
In conclusion, we have found that my hypothesis is wrong, and also people don't remember stuff better when they write it down, or at least in this test, and at least in the short term, because we didn't really take into account, could they remember it for the long term, you know? Stuff I could have done better. In Ethan's test, like 40 different people came in lunchtime.
Are you able, if I ask the teacher,
And if you give me a chip.
to come and help me with my year 7's debating? Just to help for an hour with their research.
I don't know how that happens, but so that could have been a more controlled environment. It might not have been as focused. Shem was meant to be our other test subject, but he just went into the room and saw all the cards, so that ruined the experiment. So he didn't do it. Yeah, that's another thing we could have done better. We could have tested more people. Turn up next time when we look at trapeziums.
Loving is easy when everything's perfect.